Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host.
Well, hello. Getting ready with a new intro and a couple other videos for you. Hold on one second, let me get this going. Let me show this little one from Beckett. I'm waiting on a new intro from Learn a Trade. Let's see if I can show this one. See if I can get his stuff to show. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I can get this going. He's got to send me a little more of a smaller video, so this will fit. Trying to get all my things together, playing around a little bit, giving people time to receive their notifications and to come on down. Let's see how that looks. I guess that'll be about the end of that one. So here we are on a Thursday night. Let me see if you guys can hear me okay. No, LED Handyman was here. Let's see what anybody's got to say on Instagram. No, there. As we settle on into this. Let me get Nomar stuff queued up. This is Nomar Supply. This is his website. I tell everybody to go on over there, get your compressors and the other components. He's got gas. Somebody was asking me about R290. Nomar has R290. Hold on, let's see here. Down at the bottom of the screen, these are the contributors. I got cut off. I'm missing one person. Oh, good. All right. My sister's there. All right, Danta Jean. I actually had to call my sister today. I was working on a Speed Queen, and I was trying to see if I could get the unit in service mode without having to call the, without having to read the manual. I'll probably show that. I'll probably try to show that a little later on this thing. But with that, all right, so this is Nomar. Nomar has all the pieces you need. So everything you're looking for from your HVAC supply, your regular appliance, residential, and your commercial, Nomar's got all of that good stuff. And then we're going to flip on over to Sporlin. Sporlin has all the videos, all the training that you need.
Hey, it's showtime.
For working
Welcome
on
to Chill Skills, Sporlin Tech
walking
Talks.
equipment. Hold
Say
on
that
one
fast.
second.
Okay. Thank you for joining us today. Topic for this episode.
Playing around a little bit with some of the
supermarkets of the future.
new settings.
Is the continuation of a series of presentations that has been following the agenda of the old supermarket seminars. And this webinar marks the conclusion of this series.
So as you see here, it says supermarkets. So they have all that information for supermarkets. Everything you guys are looking for, they've got it.
Transcritical systems, the use of propane.
One second.
Sounds like something I shouldn't say online.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does, but it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. And other interesting supermarket industry
trends. Right, I guess that's good enough.
The first webinar in the supermarket seminar series way back in November of 2019.
Down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see
around the beginning of
the stock ticker for today for the different
a year and a half ago.
Different companies that are relevant in the industry. You'll see down below for Home Depot, who just bought, has a controlling interest in Parktown.
This is where we tell you about the next webinar we're going to do.
You have Stanley Black & Decker, which is your
you can rest assured we got
black and yellow
webinars planned and in the
tools. You got your Milwaukee, which is your TTI.
Notice we got
Lowe's.
That's right.
All of those are down at the bottom.
Anything about what people do in a pool that they're not supposed to do.
Let me see if they have any.
Here are a
sound.
few instructions. If the speaker on your computer does, "Hello, I'm Jim Jansen," but something that's not optional.
They usually do take a while.
Mean? Well, in certain parts of the country on the list, not only home delivery can be done,
I want to.
They will even take the stuff into your house for you. You just have to give them some access. That might be a one-time access code, and even has the availability of a security camera if you want to make sure they don't go snooping around the place.
I've been working like crazy today, and then every time I think I want to start with a particular subject, I end up going down a rabbit hole. What I ended up doing today, as I was trying to tidy up some of this information I want to give you all. Yeah, Brother Charles. All right, all the families here. So yeah, what you see down here is these are the stock tickers for Chewy Restaurants, Fat Brands right there. So you got Texas Roadhouse, a lot of these different brands right there, and then some of the manufacturers that's relevant in the industry. A lot of good stuff. Let me see if I can get my phone connected and see if I can do some show and tell with you guys today. Oh, good. Here we go. So yeah, everybody's here. All right, I might even have a call in. I don't know, Madonna, I don't know if you want to call in or even if you have time with everything that's going on. Let me see what we got. As I've said before, I'll say it again. I was going through information on finding people, other jobs that I had say, join us. Here are career jobs. So not just that, but if you are in a position where you're ready to sell off your company, people like SmartCare are looking to bring you on as an individual or looking to bring on your entire company. With this right here, the acquisitions. Join us, become a SmartCare company. So SmartCare hasn't approached me. It was a completely different company, but what they had in mind is to acquire, the company that they thought that I had, add those add those different divisions to their company along with their AC. And they had AC and like maybe plumbing or AC and electrical. And then they were going to fill in what I had with that and then provide a larger acquisition target. So here, they are looking to strengthen and broaden their reach in all markets across the country. So they're looking for companies that specialize in hot and cold, refrigeration, HVAC, Brother Charles, ice machines. So they're looking for ice machines because anything that you all are doing, they are able to incorporate this into their too big to fail operation. So the ice machines, beverage services, because they have an entire coffee division where they're leasing coffee machines. They're servicing them, the burr grinders, the boilers, everything related to coffee. They have a separate division. Not only do they have a separate division, I believe they own about 3 different companies that are just related to coffee. So as they say here, if you are considering an exit strategy or believe your business will complement SmartCare's current offerings, we would love to talk with you. So there's the information. M&A, mergers and acquisitions at smartcaresolutions.com. A win-win partnership. So that's everything. And then here are some of the companies, like I said, VP Coffee. Make sure you guys can see this. All right, good. VP Coffee. And there's like 2 or 3. You're doing homework for jobs. Oh, okay. As you watch. All right. And see, there's another one. Here's another one right here. Espresso Partners. Oh, that's what happened to Watson Refrigeration. So there's 2 coffees so far. And then I believe there's a 3rd one in here somewhere. Yeah, that's just stopping the ticker tape. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this National Food Equipment Services, I thought they were a 3rd-party contracting service. Maybe they had their own people. I don't know. Oh, you know what? And I think they have a filtration. I think SmartCare added a filtration along with, yeah. So it's Jaguar Coffee, this VP Coffee, and then that other one. So they have 3 coffee companies, which gives them coverage all across the United States. Plus they have their own under their own brand. So there you go. If you want to sell your company, you don't have to shut it down. You can sell your company. SmartCare is just one of many that will buy it. And then under careers, so I was looking at that for you guys. Under careers, here you go. Apply now. They'll train you. I believe the technical training facility, it is the former Ecolab facility in Minnesota. And it was a beautiful, so I was told, beautiful, like $20 million facility. Yeah, see, here's even more stuff. Oh, there's another one. Espresso Me. VP Coffee, Espresso Me, Espresso Partners, Jaguar Coffee. So that's 4 right there. And the numbers just keep going up. This is just what they're willing to show. I believe we had a Remco in Houston. I didn't even know they bought Remco. If you want to open up your own company, there is absolutely nothing and no one that will stop you. On the flip side, if you want to work for somebody there's no there's no lack in available companies that are that are looking to bring on people in AC, kitchen repair, rack refrigeration, so primarily your grocery stores. Then they want trainers, and of course they're going to need installers. So let's see if I can find just a little bit of what they got with the jobs. And then let me check in with you guys and see what you guys got going on. Okay, I did miss a couple of people. HVAC Tracker was on here. NBA Appliance. All right. Let's see if they check back in a little bit later on. Okay, so all they have is full-time jobs, but they have 93 full-time jobs. So here's their water filtration division. Everett, Washington, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Boston, Massachusetts, Salt Lake City. So if you're looking for a couple of wives, there you go. You have plenty of way to support your multiple families. Once again, Ogden, Utah. You go nuts out there. Denver, Colorado. You can be Rocky Mountain High, still go to work. And that's for commercial appliance technician. Refrigeration, HVAC, they're not saying, but this stuff is pretty much nationwide. So Louisville, Kentucky, and these are relatively new. As you can see, 7 days ago. 7 days ago. So this is not, oh, thank you, Dante Jean. This is not something that I'm showing you from 30 days ago, 90 days. They're posting this stuff 3 days ago. They are actively searching. 3 days. Denver. 2 days ago over there in Utah. Salt Lake City. So they say, come on, hell, if you got one wife, we'll get you another. Come on down. Salt Lake City. You'll be good to go. So you could live that, Church of Mormon. You don't have to just sit in the audience and watch a play. You can be the play. Commercial kitchen service technician. All right, so that's Texas. Because outside of the 4 of the major cities in Texas, you're going to be a remote worker. You're going to be a remote worker. All right, so if you want to be Mr. White, there you go. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Maybe you're a 60-year-old guy and you wanna live the Caligula life. Hey, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. All you can handle. All you can handle. Maybe you're 50 and you like the 70-year-old ladies. Go nuts. There you go. Michigan, a little cold in the winter. Still nice place. St. Paul, Minnesota, that wind is whipping, biting, it's cold. To each his own. But, of course, that's a financial analyst. So, once again, that's another thing I want to tell you guys. If you wanted to move up, in a company, there's nothing to stop you from moving up. So, it's not like you're stuck as a technician. If you want to use this as your entryway, Appliances is certainly that way. That entryway, that gateway to get you into corporate America. And then you can go ahead and continue your education, have corporate America pay for your continued education, and then you can go ahead and be in accounts payable and fall asleep at your desk every day, because that's what it's like. Here we go, more new locations. Let's see where these are. Sorry, I made this big. All right, so it's St. Louis. I don't know if you want to see Nelly. I don't think he still lives there anymore, but you can go down, baby, Low Street in a Range Rover. Boom, boom, baby, ready to let it go. That was about, almost 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. Fun thing is, cost of living is not as high as it is in New Jersey, New York, Miami, or LA. So, and this is a technician position. So your money goes a long way. Fuel card, you get all of that good stuff. You get your fuel card, you get your tablet and cell phone. So the tablet and the cell phone. And I am working on that. You get your 401k and paid time off. So I am currently actively working on bringing my stuff into the modern times. You know, making sure that I can have a tablet be a functional part of a technician's arsenal. If someone was to do, I have to put myself in someone else's shoes each and every time I do anything. So what would it be like if I was sent out? And it's really hard to wire my brain that way, but it's just one of those things. I have to formulate a worker's handbook, code of conduct, and all that fun stuff. Another fun thing is I just rolled all of my insurance products under one umbrella for the first time ever. Like when I was working with my father, everything was under him. But ever since I went out on my own back in the 2000s, early 2000s, I've had like my business insurance and business liability with the Hartford, and then everything else was scattered. So now everything I have is through Progressive. They've opened up different divisions. So I have my commercial vehicle coverage through Progressive. I have my business liability through Progressive. What the commercial liability? Oh yeah, and I got my my residential, my non-commercial vehicle coverage under that too. It helps to bring everything down. So here we go. All you need is a high school diploma or equivalent. 1 year of technical experience and any other stuff, and military experience counts. Of course, you got to have your driver's license, and then they want you to be able to work in an on-call capacity. So that means, yes, your weekends you're going to have to go into work. Not all the time, but and that also depends on what area you're in. Like over here in St. Louis, there's not going to be that many of you guys. So you might even have to do on-call every other weekend or every third weekend. You know, on rotation, every third weekend you might have to do it. Because let's say it might only, for Smart Care in St. Louis, maybe there's 5 guys. I doubt it. Depending on what kind of business they got, but I don't know if they would have even 10 guys there. So here we go, San Antonio. Everywhere. And here we go. This is the first one for coffee in Minnesota. Oh, they got pipe fitter. Rack refrigeration. So there we go. Just like Young Lion doing those grocery stores, that's what this is. So they posted that 2 weeks ago. There's your HVAC. Google Logistics. Oh, California. That job has got to pay. That job has got to pay obscene. Because in order for you to survive in California, over there, especially where Google is, oh man. Isn't that where Apple, isn't Mountain View where Apple is? Yo, contractor, what's happening? Let me see here. Let me see if I can. Hey man, if you want to come up or you want to add with me, feel free. Hold on one second. Let me get this. I'll pop that in there. I'll throw that in there. So you could jump on in on that one. If you want to come on up and ask some questions. Yeah. So there we go. All right. So hey, while we're on there, hey, let me go back to I want to go back to Nomar real quick. My bad. I should have brought this up earlier. This guy here has refrigerant. He's got R290. He's got the compressors. And they're very good prices too. But he's also got the refrigerant. So if you needed something, yeah, the stuff is available on Amazon. Let's see here. Let's see if it pops up on the refrigerant. No, it doesn't pop up on the refrigerant. But he's got R290. Let me see if it's under gas. And this guy, he's also a technician. Right? So Nomar, he's also a technician. He also has parts for coffee machines, espresso, ones made in Spain, Italy, and Germany. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one of those it is. He's got that stuff. Okay. All right, cool. Yes, sir. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, big brother, for having me. How are you?
Oh man, exhausted. Exhausted. I'm tired, man. This season, I'm getting old. I'm finally getting old. This season, I'm feeling it, man. I am really feeling it. It's not as if the workload is the same. It's just everything is a lot more intense. Nobody's willing to wait. You know, I mean, they have no choice but to wait. But so now I'm taking 4 or 5 calls from the same customers. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, where you coming? Hey man, where you coming? You know, and I kind of told them, shut the hell up. I'll get to you when I get to you. But yeah, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough this season, man. And I know you're on the other end. You're new to commercial, so this is you're still in that growing part of this. But I just need you to know if you needed parts, if you needed any of that other kind of stuff, like we were talking earlier, where you needed an evaporator. Yeah, the factory has it, but this guy can also give you stuff. He can also walk you through some stuff, especially if the factory, doesn't want to set aside the time for you. This gentleman here, he'll definitely do that.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
You know what's funny? I called them today, right? Because we finally got everything cleared up. Where I found out that it's not under warranty. That's why they called me. Then I turned around like, okay, well I need this, and they were like, we don't need. It doesn't even show up in our parts. I'm like, what? But here's the number. Feel free to shop for one. I said, you mother. What?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Do me a favor. You got the number? You got that number?
Yeah.
And put it in the chat. Put it in the regular chat. Put it in the regular chat, and let me see what I can do with it. So yeah, when you're ever in a situation like that, you can always give that to this guy right here, Nomar, and he's from Cuba, and it's not just a Cuba thing; it's an island thing. They're not able to. It's very costly to get items shipped into the island, so they redo everything. I don't care if it's the Dominican Republic. I don't care if it's Jamaica, Cuba, Bahamas, yeah, they don't throw any of that stuff away. They're going to rebuild the hell out of it. And so he is he'll tell you what will work in place of what what you're looking for. So yeah, definitely drop that in there. And let me see what I could find. Just real quick while we got the people on here.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm still
okay, yeah. I don't know when you came in. Oh, good. These jobs is $33 an hour. I was going over. People have been asking. Oh, $33 an hour. That ain't that much for California. People are asking about positions, especially the way the economy is. And so yeah, just like this one company here, they have 93 jobs. They have 93 jobs available. So, and that's just what they got posted. They actually have technician positions all over the country. Let me see what Denver is. Denver's not my favorite place. I mean, Denver is just like Texas. I mean, you're talking about pickup trucks with gun racks in the back window, cowboy hats, peanut shells on the floor. As a matter of fact, I was just and they got $1,000 sign-on bonus. $1,000 sign-on bonus if you go to Denver. The manager at a Hilton that I was working in today, he just came from Denver. He came from Denver, what did he say, like 2 months ago? Something like that. I didn't ask him why he jumped ship. And so these guys, this is Smart Care. They're in every crack and corner of the United States. So they're looking for people bad. So I don't know when you're gonna get your $1,000 sign-on bonus. Sometimes it's like sometimes like 3 months if you stay, but they kind of left it open so you can negotiate that. And like I said, man, these jobs are 1 year of technical experience, high school diploma or equivalent. Like I told you, all this, like I told you before, all of this is scalable. So for years, I've always ran calls using my friends and cousins in Chicago and the same thing in Florida. So I'll get a call, especially because I used to work in all those markets. So I would have, 20 years worth of customers calling me from Chicago. And then in the flip side, I would have a couple of years worth of customers calling me from West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, oh God, where is it with the lighthouse? Well, anyway, Palm Beach Gardens, all the way up, almost all the way up to the Treasure Coast. And so people call me because up until recently, I kept all my old numbers active. And so I would just pass on. All right, cool. I would just pass on those calls to other people, other techs that I was friends with, in those other places, because there was no need. No, it's not Lighthouse Point. What's the one that oh God, I can't remember. It's famous. Oh, all right. So you got the lighthouse. It's on A1A. It's just above Palm Beach Gardens. Oh, where's the one? What is that area called? I can't remember what that freaking area is called. Here we go. It's right here. Man, hold on 1 second. They're right there. So but you didn't get a chance to take that evaporator part, right? Brother. Yo, you still with me? No, not Delray Beach either. Not Delray Beach. Doggone it. It's the one with the lighthouse. Yeah. So look on your screen. And all right, let me take this off of there. It's Frederick Douglass. All right, so it's no, way above Wellington, way north of Wellington. I used to do a lot of work at the horse. People had their own stables in Wellington, and then had their own airport communities in Wellington. No. Wellington is way south. I'm talking about up north, north of Palm Beach Gardens. With Frederick Douglass and that lighthouse. Hold on, it's very simple for me to Google it. Hold on a second. I'm sorry to sidetrack you all, but hold on a second. It's a historic site, and what the hell is it? It's where Frederick Douglass is from. Hey, what? It's that lighthouse. It's this famous lighthouse. I've always lived by these like weird monuments and stuff. What is it? No, it's south of St. Lucie, though. It's south of St. Lucie. And I can't, man, this thing is killing me. It's south of Fort Pierce, and it's north of West Palm Beach. No, it's south of all that. It's, man, you guys are going to know it when I say it. It's not Delray, because Delray is south. Let me pull up a map of Florida. All right, let me show you. Let's see if we can find it. All right. Yeah, this is where I met my wife. All right, there's Riviera, North Palm Beach. There's the Gardens. There's Juneau. Jupiter. There's a lighthouse. There's a famous lighthouse, and there's actually right there where the lighthouse is. I don't know if that guy killed himself or not, but there was a bunch of hedge fund guys that worked right there. I did when I lived in Florida. I did work for Bernie Madoff. So Bernie Madoff, that's when he had that White House. It was a low one-level White House overlooking the water. What the hell was that? And it's the inlet. He lived just south of downtown West Palm Beach, on the not on the island side where they have all the little security offices, the security trading hedge fund places. But so I used to take care of him. I used to take care of Donald Trump's twin tower thing he had down there. Yeah, doing work for, it's 32 years now. It's 32 years. So I was 15, and because remember because we moved. So when we couldn't move until I turned 16 because I needed to drive. And so we started in June because of my birthday. So by the time we finished moving everything into the store and stuff like that, so it makes 32 years. Oh, that's all right. Contractor said something wrong with his connection, but yeah, good people. So it is Jupiter. That's what, up at the very, very top. There we go. Up at the very top, there is a Jupiter lighthouse. There it is. So this is a very famous lighthouse, and they've got a little placard down at the bottom. So to bring it all back home, about a block south of the Jupiter Lighthouse, they have these. Yeah, see, there's the lighthouse. And so right over here, and where the inlets are, you have all these hedge fund guys that own houses on these areas. And like one, it's crazy because like one of them I saw him on a PBS documentary, and I think he might have ended it all. You know, the whole 2008 thing. But I did work for him too. He had I remember him because he had this really nice Lotus. I was like, what the hell does this guy do for a living? And he was a hedge fund guy. Let me see what I can do with this freaking charger. I need another. I'm always looking for power. But anyway, so yeah, I used to run the streets of South Florida from Hialeah, well, all over Miami, Man of War, Hialeah, up into Man of War, all up and down, all the way up to Jupiter. Jupiter is about where I called it quits. I didn't go anything past Jupiter. Yeah, I didn't go anything past Jupiter. Did Loxahatchee and all that other good stuff. I mean, because who the hell ain't? In Florida? You got to, right? Let me see if this brother can find it. But yeah, chances are these are the numbers that match. These are the numbers that match. Which sounds about right. It looks about right. Because these are typically Advantico, Max Cold. Those are the ones. And the reason why he's having so much problem with is this it? Saba. Because Saba doesn't actually make it. These people all rebrand this stuff. Man, come on, man. I'm gonna have to. I might have to play a quick video for you people because I am losing battery quickly. So hopefully you guys remember this one manufacturer. Oh, okay, my sister's on both. Hopefully you remember Saba. So this is their lineup. They're carrying everything. And I've explained it before. The reason why they can carry everything, especially this right here, is definitely a Tulsa made. The reason why they can carry everything is the fact that they are, yeah, that's definitely a Tulsa. That's definitely a Tulsa right there. They're buying from all these different manufacturers, using them as an OEM supplier, and then they will just rebrand that product. They'll put the Saba badge on it. And so when they run out of parts, they run out of parts. So it's always good to know, like this right here, this is the same one that Main Street is using. Whoever the hell makes Main Street, that's who this is. That is who this is, even down to the type of fry baskets. Which is more like MVP or something is making this stuff for these guys. It's a whole rabbit hole. You don't want to be in my head. It's a place full of chaos and confusion. Hotside 1-year warranty. Hotside is 1-year warranty. I don't know what's happening with China. China is in a free fall. Do you guys know what's happening with production in China right now? Because it is, the Chinese people are going through hell on earth right now. A lot of production is going elsewhere, and by elsewhere I mean anywhere but China. So they're going to Malaysia, they're going to India, Turkey, it's just everywhere else. Hold on a second, let me get a video for you guys to watch. All right, I gotta get this cord. So don't be shy, don't be bashful. Go ahead, hit me with them. Hit me with those questions, because I really do need to dig up this battery. Oh, you know what? I got something I can do. I definitely got something I figured out. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. All right. While we're doing this, let me show you Salvador. Let me see a show in the comments how many people here work on or have experience with garbage disposals. 1, if you have experience with it. 2, if you don't. And I'm watching on Instagram too. I don't know if that's just my sister or not. So 1, if you've had experience with it. 2, if you have not. And while that's happening, I am going to grab a long cord. Let me see what I can grab for you guys. No, you guys are busy watching the Olympics or something? What the hell? All right, so we got one person so far. Hold on, I am running out of battery here. Okay. Oh, good. All right, so I got something else queued up for you. All right, let me see here. One second, I am pulling up, and I've shown this before, but there's always new people here. So wouldn't you know it, on the commercial side, garbage disposals are $1,500, $2,100, $3,000, $8,759. Would you like to know more? Make sure you guys are seeing that. Okay. So is this something that interests you? Is this something that say, hey man, I want to know a little bit more about that? Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at you. You like, yeah, I want to know about that. Yeah. And actually my sister's been learning about this kind of stuff. This is just like that one brand. You don't have to say the name. This is like that one brand right here. So this is 18,000 for that. Here's Salvador. There's 4,000. Let me see K-Tom. Let me see what K-Tom is going to show me. Or maybe, oh yeah, my stuff is really lagging. Really lagging. Hold on before I lose this whole stream. Hold on, people. Give me 1 second. One second. All right, I am back. I am back, and just in the nick of time. Sorry about that. I'm working on having some videos queued up Ooh, good. So my apologies. All right. What's this thing showing? Okay. So here we go with the garbage disposal. It is, I don't know if they have a 110 volt. These are typically 220 volt. And you're going to make, on average, you're going to charge about $1,000 on up to install a commercial garbage disposal. Let me see here. I don't know why he's not coming on. All right. All right, brother contractor's back. All right, so this one, a contractor, this one is right up your alley, man. This, to do these garbage disposals, yeah, you got to wire them up. It is quite a bit of work. It is quite a bit of work to put these in. They have all the tech support you need. Matter of fact, damn, they sure did have videos I could have showed. It is very similar. So Waste King does make commercial garbage disposals. You got Salvador, and then you got Red Goat. Those are like the three top units out there that you're gonna see. There probably are others, but those are 3 top ones out there. So no, there is no doing this cheaply. No doing this cheaply. Who needs this? Who needs this? Schools, grocery stores, high schools, grammar schools, universities. That's who needs this. Let me make sure you guys can hear this. Are you guys hearing this? Whoa, what the heck? What's wrong with this thing? So yeah, they just put everything down there. Oh yeah, that is part of it too. You have to install the water that is going to, anytime the garbage disposal is running, you're going to put in a valve that simultaneously starts the water. So it is its own mechanism. So this is, like I said before, this is not, oh, you guys can't hear it, right? Yeah. This is not something that you can do cheaply. So there's no race to the bottom. I just want you guys to know that there is no race to the bottom on this. Let me see here. Let's see what we got. Hold on 1 second. Let me check this sound. And gotcha. All right, let's see what we got here. What the hell is wrong with that thing? This is freaky. Products are number 1 in food waste. Salvador has been designing and manufacturing. Yeah, all this stuff are very old companies. Yeah, they make this stuff from scratch. Yeah, you get the template. You're gonna have to size this thing up. You're gonna have to wire in the box. But you're gonna have all the instructions there. Oh, hey, there we go. No, that's messing up again. Let me give you guys the link to this. All right, so that link is down there in the chat to Salvador. That's what we're looking at. Hey, Juan. Yeah, so we're looking at $1,000 waste disposal systems. Ah, this thing is killing me. Nothing ever runs like you want it to. Tell you what. I'll probably end up just bailing on that. So this is Salvador. They have tech support. They have instructional videos, everything you need. Yeah, they got their own YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it. Tech support is always going to give you right back. Yeah, it's just going to take you right back to the, oh, there's a parts breakdown. Yeah, so it's just going to take you right back. Single phase, there's a 3-phase unit. Here's a PDF. All the parts are available. Let me show you what I mean. Parts Town. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. Bottom bearing. Let's see what comes up. Boom. So here we go. Like I said, Parts Town they have the parts. So even if you wanted a bearing, if you wanted the bearing already installed, bottom in bell, whatever the hell. Yeah, bottom end bell assembly. Right. So here you go. If you have a press, if you're able to, if you're willing to take the bearing out, you could do that, or you could just order assembly with the bearing already in it. Here's your top adapters. Every single component to a Salvador system. And see, here it is. There it is right there. $4 grand for one through Parts Town. So they are set. Oh, you're still muted. I'm not. Contractor, you're still muted.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Okay.
It's glitching on my side too.
Everything you need. So it's not like you're gonna run up on a $5,000 garbage disposal and you're not gonna be able to get parts. You're not gonna be able to fix it. You will be able to fix it. It's not a problem. You need tech support. You can get tech support. It is not a problem. Let's see what this cutting edge. Yeah. So here you go. If you want the cutting kit, $1,370. Parts Town is extremely high. We all know that, but they made the agreement with Salvador to warehouse all these parts, inventory everything, sell it on their behalf, and then give them their cut. So Salvador doesn't really have to worry about much. As they get the stuff, they just ship it right on over there to Parts Town. Parts Town inventories the stuff and gives it to the R2-D2 robots to store away. And then when you go and order one, now I've been dealing with this Schedule 73 parts. They've been pretty decent. And when you order one from the R2-D2 warehouse, it'll just go right to the shelf and pick up your part, delivered to you. But they are charging a premium. That's, I mean, now that Home Depot is involved, things are going to be a little better. Here's your solenoid valves, like I was telling you about with Parker Sporlan. I don't know if these are Parker Sporlan valves, but so these are the valves that control the water. So when you start the garbage disposal, this solenoid valve will move the plunger up. The magnet will come on. It will pull up the plunger and it'll allow water to come in, because you're just like at your home, the garbage disposal is always supposed to have water running in it, so it doesn't cause friction, doesn't, wear down the parts, all that fun stuff. So here's all the components you can need. So it's readily available. You're not held hostage by just Parts Town alone. So you can, you can get parts from other places. You do enough of these, salvager might even send you parts directly. Depends on how often you call up, how much information you're familiar with. So see, they even have a 5 horsepower 3-phase unit. Oh, you guys can't see that. Let me see what this disposer system looks like. So yeah, so they have, these are your units that are more like 8-9 grand, even more. So this is an all-inclusive unit, highly specialized. So you're not just fitting a table. You're not just fitting this to a table. This is a whole assembly specifically for the salvageur unit, specifically for it. And let me show you the other one. Let me show you let me show you the InSinkErator commercial. So the InSinkErator commercial, it gets up there too. So here's an InSinkErator system for $25,000. That is pretty much like that salvageur unit I was showing you. So here's the here's the salvageur, 9,000, 9,000. They're all 9 grand. And here's your InSinkErator. You all know InSinkErator. They used to be part of Whirlpool, and I think Whirlpool sold it off. Help me out here in the chat if you know. Right, yeah, they got the heavy duty dislodging. It's a tool. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. But just so you know, so there's a lot of money to be made, and this is InSinkErator. Come on, you. Still no sound, huh? I don't know what is holding the sound back. I don't know what is holding the sound back.
The InSinkErator Waste Express is a proven performer
so don't
that
be
reduces
afraid
waste volume by
units.
85% and is easy to install and
they
operate.
Are extremely straightforward.
With a significantly smaller footprint,
the
it's unlike any other food waste reduction system on the market today.
Idea of what's going on with the
Our
unit.
Waste Express system will help you decrease labor costs, reduce waste hauling charges, and increase efficiency. The system consists of several components, including a sink bowl, a trough for sink mounting, a 3 horsepower disposer, an electrical control, water controls, and a dewatering unit.
Where is it? What the hell is it? It's like it's just a tool. There we go. There we go. De-jamming. There it is. Of course, you're going to want that power turned off. So here's the de-jamming prong for the salvageur. You're not going to be able to use this on anybody else's. $184. See, ships right from the factory. Let me see if I can find a part number, another part number. Correct. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Let's see here. So this is just one example of the rod. Let's see here if I can find another one. No, I'm not. Man, okay. Wasserstrom seems to have the lock on that, or maybe that's their own part number. Maybe that's the part number they've made for it. The real fact of the matter is, right, it is a heavy duty, solid stainless steel rod that's welded from the factory. But you just want to kill the power to it, because these things, they will forever call you stumpy if you're not respecting these equipment. All right, red goat. I'm not a fan of the red goat. Waste disposal, blah blah blah. It is the red goat is the Hobart garbage disposal. It is one and the same. It is same, but different, but still same. Okay, they are the exact same thing. So let me play it.
We are same, but different, but still same.
They just have it's a different badge. So Red Goat is a Hobart product. As you see, there's the numbers, $5 grand for a commercial garbage disposal. So there's quite a bit of meat on that bone. And like I said, it's not cheap to install one of these. Don't think that you're going to run up and install one of these in 30 minutes, 45 minutes like you are residential. No, you're going to be there. You're going to be there probably 2 days. You're going to be there 2 days putting one of these suckers in and making sure it's right. See, this is Hobart, but it's the same. It's the same thing, but different. But it's the same, but it's different. So there you go. All these Hobarts, but they are Red Goat. That is Red Goat. See, so here we got the three right here. Incinerator, commercial garbage disposal. You got the Salvador, and you got your Hobart / Red Goat. That's your three. That's your three right there. If there's others, throw it out there. You know, I'm not really seeing anything. I'm not really familiar with anything outside of those three. And so if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see down here the tickers. That's the stocks for the end of today. And you'll see one that says ITW. ITW is Illinois Toolworks. And Illinois Toolworks is Hobart. ITW. I was at a location the other day, and 90% of the equipment in that place was from Illinois. It was either from downstate Illinois or from, a lot of the stuff was downstate. Illinois Toolworks. So Illinois Toolworks is, let's see here. What do they got? We'll go with business segments. Now they're showing it. Discover ITW. And hell, that looks like a garbage disposal on the screen right there. Let me see if we could get them to pony up their names. I hell with it. I'll just do this. Hold on. Hobart Corporation, which is an ITW. Let me see if I can find it down in the bottom. So as you see, ITW Food Equipment Group. So there's your Charleston, Baxter, Vulcan, Wolf, not the residential Wolf, different Wolf, Burkle Meat Slicers, Gaylords, and then you got to click more. And when you click more, that's when you're going to end up with, there's your Vulcan, there's the IBX, which is the new speed oven to compete with Turbo Air and Mary Chef. So here's your Red Goat. As promised, there's your Red Goat. It is a Hobart product. Stero is your dishwasher. Somat is also a dishwasher. So of course, these are all Hobart things. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, yes, you can work on it. will they be helpful to you? That's another story. If they're going to be helpful to you. Now you can get Hobart parts from Part Sound, right? They keep all the best stuff for themselves. Hobart does. They don't. It's under waste. Here we go. Food waste disposals. They don't exactly. You got to hunt for the updates. All right. I have a very I have a strained relationship with Hobart. I don't know if it's strained. It's just it's a very schizophrenic relationship that I have with Hobart. I'll say that. It's a very schizo. It's a very schizo relationship. So sometimes Hobart is gonna help me, and other times Hobart is knocking your Johnson in the dirt. It's not fun. It's not fun, and it's very schizo. So I'm letting you know, if you go and work on any of these Hobart products, do not think that Hobart is going to be excited to help you. The last time I went to the Hobart parts house, I have that kind of stuff I show on Instagram. They kind of told me that they couldn't even tell me information on, I think it was like on the dishwashers. So it is, something else happened and I was able to get the information, but through official channels, yeah, it was a no-go. It was a no-go. But they will still sell you parts, but they play games. You have to know what parts you're looking for. And even then, their technicians come first. Oh, while I'm in here, let's see about this. Let's see about jobs. Let's see about jobs. Hold on. Maybe it's under. Is it under resources? Man, Hobart is such a pain to use. I really do not like dealing with Hobart. Let me see if I can find the jobs. Hobart does everything. Everything. Maybe it's under About Us? How the hell are people supposed to find a day? Oh, careers. There we go. I think Hobart has around 5. The numbers vary. During COVID, a lot of technicians left. And so the official numbers, as you can see, they used to plaster everywhere. Oh, we got 9,000 technicians. Oh, we got 9,000 technicians. And now you don't find it. Now you don't find their workforce numbers. Yeah, ITW is a subsidiary of Illinois Toolworks. Vesta used to be an old Whirlpool brand. It was just a brand by itself. Vesta, you see right here. I worked on a Vesta unit maybe about 10 years ago, but that was a Vesta residential. Let's see here what we got. Okay, so they got jobs. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I used to live there. Business management, Troy, Ohio. That's going to be for like the mixers. Irving, Texas. That's Dallas. That's over here, 4.5 hours north of where I am. Customer service, engineering. So that's more or less what technicians are going to be. Let's see here. Fort Worth, Texas. Why not? I don't know what the hell sustainment means. So Fort Worth, They're just throwing a bunch of terms out here. And once again, these companies are extremely old, 1912. Some of these companies are 1880 something. Their revenue is $14 billion. So you're going to be joining the winning team. They make the equipment. They sell the equipment directly to the customer. They make the equipment. They sell the equipment. They service the equipment. They're the part supplier for the equipment. So yeah, they do $14 billion. So I know oftentimes people will try to get you to work on an Illinois Toolworks product, and that is because they are scared to death of the bill that they're going to get from that technician, which is going to be anywhere from it on the low end. It's going to be $2,000. I doubt if it's $500 for them to be there to stand in front of you for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, maybe 15. And anytime they got to pull out any kind of tools, it's going to be a $2,000 minimum, and it's going to range between $2,000 and $4,000. It doesn't matter what they got to do. If they got to reset a breaker, if they got to plug something back in the wall, $2,000. $2,000 is what you're looking at. So this appears to be in facility position. This appears to be in facility. These are engineer. There's got to be some tech. There we go. Installation tech. Oh, there's your Maryland. There's your Maryland people. More Maryland. Oven and heating. Okay. So they got a warehouse over there, and they're doing their own install. See, they're looking for technicians in Houston, because the Houston location used to have 12 before the pandemic, and I think they're very guarded about their numbers, but I think they're somewhere around 9, with about 2 guys looking to retire. Hey, Tevin King, what's happening? So that's where they're at right now. So yeah, they are definitely hiring. It's a woman in charge of the Houston location, and she's been queen of that beehive for forever. So she's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. So what we got here is this. Oh wow, something must have happened. There's a number of people. So California, I'm not even going to pronounce that. Pleasantation, California? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. I don't know where the hell part of Texas that is. I mean, California. So as you see with Illinois Toolworks, there are jobs everywhere. So that other installer job in Maryland, in Essex, they need clerical assistants too. So many that level 3 cleric assistant. Orlando, Florida, again with the Harrisburg, the UK, Germany, Hatfield, PA, Irving. So let me go back. Amsterdam. Oh, there you go. Once you're in one of these conglomerates, you can go anywhere in the world you want to go to. It's like the military. Once you're Appleton, Wisconsin, once you're in with these Warsaw, Poland, once you're in with these people, you can go anywhere. Wait a minute, Poland. Oh, that's another. Yeah. Belgium. Here's another one. Field service engineer in Maryland. You guys love your freaking Maryland. You guys ain't leaving Maryland for nothing. So let me see. Field service engineer. Lots of opportunities. How did we get here? We're just talking about garbage disposals. We were talking about garbage disposals that they make, garbage disposals that they sell. Italy. So if you want to go and work in Italy, knock yourself out. I don't know what the hell Istrom is. I was actually trying to find that other job in Maryland. Ohio. Let's see here. Oh, Matson, Illinois. All right, south suburbs of Chicago, staff accountant. Heartland, Wisconsin. Yeah, so they are everywhere. They are everywhere. Lake Bluff, I want to say that's northwest suburb of Chicago. Missouri. Oh, those are sales at 90 sales and marketing jobs. Oh, here's a Baltimore. So lots of jobs. So this is not hey, learn a trade. What's happening? I showed a little bit of your video off of my email. So it wasn't too pretty. Didn't look too nice. But if you look on this is for learn a trade. If you look on the video, I think we're limited to about 2.5 minute videos on StreamYard. So I have to see what Restream does, because I'm making copies of everything for Restream in case I decide to switch over. But I'm just telling the people about Illinois Tool Works, about Red Goat, Hobart, showing them that these garbage disposals. Let me see here. And then just showing everybody the opportunities with these different positions. Here's your technician jobs. Memphis, two jobs in Memphis, Austin. I don't know what part of Chicago that is. And it's a second shift. Raleigh, bunch of North Carolina jobs, So I'm trying to tell the people that, well, before the pandemic, Hobart had about 9,000 techs. So I want to say they're down to about 5,000. If somebody can chime in and give me the real number, I'd appreciate it. I know people are kind of scared to step up and say something against, Hobart, or just period anything. Understandable. So if you're in New Orleans and you're looking for a good job, Hobart is there. Hobart is everywhere because their products, their slicers are everywhere. See, even with Hobart, as you can see, all you need is a GED, or 0 years of electrical mechanical experience. So 0 to 2 years of experience. If you have your diploma, that's fine. If you got your GED, that's fine. If you can prove that you've been out there working in the field underneath an electrician as an apprentice for 2 years, you're golden, right? You do need that driver's license. All of these jobs need a driver's license. But if you have that, you'll be able to get you a job that's going to pay you, it's probably going to pay you around $30 an hour. You have a job that's going to pay you, like they said, competitive pay. You're going to have insurance. You're going to have 401k. You're going to have paid vacation. They're providing the vehicle, the uniforms, and everything. And they're going to train you. You don't have to know. They will train you. They have their own facility. Not only do they have their own facility and their own training, the manufacturers actually come to the different Hobart offices, and then they'll train you there. Because you're actually working. I mean, you are part of the factory. So yeah, it's nothing for them to ship you to the factory, and you'll learn everything, how the units put together, what the issues are with the units, the whole nine. So there is no, I mean, it's cradle to grave. Everything you guys see me do, it's that times 10 on steroids, cradle to grave. As I showed you before, it's a $14 billion corporation. Endless opportunities. If you want to get a higher education, you want to become an accountant, here you go. You can start off as a tech. They will pay for you to go to school to become an accountant, and the whole way you can stay and you can even progress within the company. If you want to go to Italy, you can go to Italy. You want to go to Spain, Portugal, knock yourself out. It is all there for you. So if you want to stay a tech, you got that ability. You can stay a tech until your bones turn to dust. They don't care. They don't care. These guys, they become techs and they stay techs. They work the system. They get their overtime, their paid vacation, and all this other stuff. And then there's so many. I don't work for Hobart, so I could tell you. I'll tell you this. Those guys, and they're all retiring anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm not really blowing up their spot. These guys have so many side hustles, and Hobart doesn't give a damn. So let's say you're in the dishwasher department. Let's just say your job is to set up and service these Hobart dishwashers. Well, when it's grave time, they say, hey, look, we've had this dishwasher 15 years or whatever. We're going to go with a newer model. You then remove that same dishwasher that you've been servicing for years. And 9 times out of 10, that customer is going to ask that Hobart tech to dispose of it. Hobart doesn't want the old dishwasher. Those guys end up refurbishing those dishwashers and then leasing them out to other facilities, restaurants, that kind of thing. Product facilities. Like, for instance, yesterday I took some of the old burners from a stove and I put them into the dishwasher and washed them off, and it worked out pretty good. And I got that from some of the other technicians. So, and it wasn't hard. I just removed the drain and then just flushed it out. And within 5 minutes, that dishwasher was squeaky clean again. And I didn't have to spend 45 minutes to an hour scrubbing and cleaning a burner. So that 180-degree water, along with the chemical solution, took care of that in 3 minutes. So they found a lot of other uses for these machines. So those guys have their own little hustle, and you don't have to work long before you can retire from Hobart. So you get your, like I said, that 401k and all that other good stuff. But it's been like an hour and 30 minutes. Any other input you guys have? Because we ended up going down this rabbit hole because I was showing you guys these $5,000 garbage disposals, $24,000 garbage disposals, and hotels, grocery stores, restaurants not so much, but restaurants, universities, yes, universities, high schools. These high schools that are bigger than my college that I graduated from, yeah, they have garbage disposals in these kitchens. It's wild. It's wild. Matter of fact, I put in some garbage disposal in a grammar school. So here in Texas, they have these schools, and they'll have 1,000 kids, and they'll have like one kitchen with just 4 staff members, and they have to have garbage disposals in order to get this thing done. Hold on, let me do this. So just to recap with you, $25,000 for garbage disposal. So this is not that This is not that $180 garbage disposal at Home Depot, Ace Hardware, Lowe's. No. So this is InSinkErator. This is Red Goat. Which is Hobart, right? $5,000. And once again, just to recap, you're going to install these units. Just to remove the old one, you're looking at around $1,000 charge. Why is it so much to remove these units? Oh, sure, no problem. Look at the legs on this unit. So this is how you level this unit. So you screw down the legs, and then there are going to be holes in the bottom of the feet. What then is done is there are holes drilled into the tile floor, and then anchors with the epoxy hammered into the floor so that these suckers don't vibrate out of position. So now you're going to have to take an angle grinder, and you're going to have to grind off the heads of those bolts just so you can free up the legs. And that's just the legs. Then you have to undo the plumbing. And like I said, this is hooked up to a water valve, and every time the garbage disposal is started, it runs water into the garbage disposal. So you have that. So you got to detach it from the water supply. You have to detach it from its own power box. So it has its own control box. That has to be installed as well. So you have a very expensive removal process, and then you have an even more expensive install. So when you go and put in the new one, now you got to drill all new legs, hammer in all new anchors to secure the new one. And that's the very last thing you got to do. And then you have to secure this thing to the table, the sink. And so, it's $5,000 for a brand new one, but that does not include the labor. A 2x4 is $1. Well, I guess we'll just say $3, but you're not gonna get a house built for $3. So it's a very lucrative install. It is very because it is such a costly install. Your client will get this fixed. Without the garbage disposal, they now have a huge amount of waste that is going to fill up their garbage cans, which draws in rodents, which draws in critters, crawlies, roaches. So all those problems they don't want to have at these facilities. They don't have that problem when this waste disposal that is a 3-horse. Oh, no, my bad. That's a 3-phase, 5 horsepower, meshes up bone. Every single thing. All they do is scrape the plates. Whatever the hell is on there, as long as it's not metal, they just scrape that sucker into the sink, put it onto the dishwasher racks, and run it through the dishwasher. So it's just very simply 1 or 2 ladies in rotation is just, rinsing off the glasses, the dishes into the sink, put it in there, and rocking and rolling. When they do not have that garbage disposal, now they have to go over to the garbage can. They have to scrape all that into the garbage can. There's no water to help them wash off the plates. So then it's a mess. It's a mess when they're using garbage bags. Even though they're using a garbage can on wheels and all that, it's still a mess. Now they have all these garbage bags full of this rotten smelling food. And when they have this waste disposal, it's an afterthought. So as you can see here, I'm not just picking the high number. This is what they cost on average. So here you got another one. It's $3,700. So when you're talking about removal and installing a new one, it's going to be just short of the entire cost. And this is something that is across the board with commercial. Yeah, they might have a $3,000, dishwasher, but they might end up spending $2,000 getting the old one removed and the new one installed. The larger the dishwasher, the more cost they're going to incur. The cost of the item does not determine the cost of service. The cost of the item does not determine how much the service is going to be. Like I said before, this sucker's anchored into the floor. They're not just going to swap that out. These large items, they're not just going to swap that out on commercial. They're going to pay you. I know it sounds like I get down on you guys when we're talking about refrigerators and compressors. That is on the low end. These other items are more money. So a compressor is a very small amount of money compared to what you make on these other items. So you've had a taste of compressor money, but there's a lot more out there. And I hate to jump off target, but let me show you here. Oven. Let me see if I can find. So, all right, good. You can see this. So this is an American range oven element. That's $854. That costs more than most of those compressors out there. Here's an element for a crown steamer, $1,784. Let me make sure you guys can see that. So there is a lot of money to be made in this business. It's not what you think. So here's even more, $1,700. This is all hot side stuff. And I know you guys are all hopped up on this compressor high. There are a lot. I can change one of these elements in like 30 minutes. It's 4 bolts, 30 minutes. You got to take off the connectors for the wires, but that's it. See, here's another one. Here's more elements. $300. Montague, $1,220 for this Montague element. And this is exactly this. Well, no, it's a little different from the American range. This does not really take me that long to change the element on this for this oven. You got to take off the back panel, and then you're gonna have the ends of the element exposed, and you're gonna undo each one of those. I guarantee you're going to actually see that cowl rod element damaged somewhere. Very, very rarely are they shorted and it's not seen. Usually you have like some kind of spiral damage. You'll have a blowout. It's usually an obvious thing, but it's very easy to check the circuit and see if you got continuity or not. Very easy. Let me see. I don't want to neglect my Instagram people. Okay, I haven't had anybody on Instagram. So I'm just telling you that there is a lot more out there than just refrigeration. 90% of the videos you see on YouTube are refrigeration. I want to say another 5% are deep fryers. And then you have the other occasional video of some other thing. I think I read like the stuff I show of dishwashers. I think I'm the only one showing dishwasher stuff. I'm going to show you some pictures from my. Let me see if I can even find them. Let me see if I can even get these things to show. See if I can get these things to show, and then we will go, and then I'm going to wrap this puppy on up. I don't want to have to do this the hard way. I really don't. Oh, wait. I almost had it. I think I just had it. All right, let me drop that. Let me show photos. Let's see how this goes. All right. Oh, yeah. I can show you this one. This one is, I don't have much of this. So once again, I have a ultra fryer. Oh, there's learn to trade stuff. There's his video. I don't think the sound is showing. I had downloaded that. So I got my client. This motor alone. Let me show you this motor for this. Oh, I'm not going to be able to show you this. Damn. That motor alone is $1,100 for this fryer. So right now that client is panicking because they can't, they're having to manually scoop all the oil out and put it back in their fryer. So I'm making them suffer a little bit. I'm making quite a few customers suffer. I'm making Jersey Mike suffer a little bit right now. Jersey Mike decided they were going to end their service contract with me. And then 24 hours later, they called me and asked me to do a service. I swear, I don't know what's wrong with these people. I believe it was a tactic to try to get the prices lowered. These people try all kind of weird things. There's very little honor. If you can find clients that you like, it's a blessing. Other than that, these people are not your friends. Do not think that these people are your friends, because they are. They are not. All right, I guess, doggone it. I guess I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Shoot. All right, incoming. We'll do this one at a time. How many people here follow me on Instagram, by the way? So I have one from Instagram. And sending this to the MacBook Pro. What the hell? Oh, it failed. You gotta be kidding me. Why is my AirDrop failing? Yeah, they try to play games to lower the prices. Insane. There we go. Why is this stuff? This stuff is nuts. Hold on. I finally got some stuff. Here we go. I have to do this the hard way, and then we're gonna wrap this up. There it is. Because I service hotels, like I said, you got the whole thing. You have oh, come on, man. Nothing wants to work today. Nothing wants to work today. All right, Mr. Tough Guy. That's what you want to do. Anyway, this was the Hipshin. That was the Hipshin unit. Let me see if any of this stuff is coming up right. Oh, you do? Oh, good. All right. So this is the information for the washer that I was showing you. So it was the door lock. That was the spin cycle. Let me do this. I think it's on the preview. Yeah, it's on the preview. So let me do this. Let me stop that screen. Let me show preview. I'm sorry about this. I hate when I have to do it this way. I just so happened to run into a person that was using the washer machine. The door latch was broken, so it wasn't going into final spin. Crazy lady was taking her clothes out of the washer and then putting them in the dryer, wondering why she had to dry her clothes for 2 hours. So I said, okay, let me see just what the hell this lady was talking about. And then that's when I discovered that, yeah, this sucker was just, it was caked up. This is the dryer. The dryer was caked up. Let me see if we can get something drunk going on. I don't know why the videos are showing sideways. All right, let's do, yeah. So this is inside of the dryer, which is very typical. If you guys work on dryers, this is nothing but the Speed Queen. This is nothing but the Speed Queen dryer. So when you see it, do not be afraid. I know you guys don't get a chance to see dryers from me. I mean, washers or dryers. And that's because it's a package deal with me. If it has to make sense. What I do is I'm able to provide an all-inclusive service. So this was a Hilton Garden Inn and Suites. I was there from the construction phase. They chose to use other companies. What happens? Their failure always leads them back to me. So here I am doing my Thanos. So now I'm here cleaning up the mess. So the dryer has blocked vents and all that other stuff. I just kept removing caked on debris from this damn place. Just kept removing debris. Let me see here. Let's see what else we got. Let me see if this freaking movie's gonna play. I swear today is just not the day. Let's see what we got. Nothing. Hold on, let me download some more. For whatever reason, it is not bringing in. For whatever reason, it's not bringing in my stuff. Here we go. And everything is slow today. So it is exactly like servicing a residential front load dryer. Very little difference. There is a service key. I didn't need the service key. You have two, because it is a Speed Queen, you just got 2 bolts at the bottom. You unscrew the 2 bolts and you have that whole panel comes off. This whole panel that you see here on the side, it comes off one piece. You have access to everything. The control board is down there. Thermistor is down there. You can clean out the blower wheel. The whole nine. The whole nine. So I'm in a unique position. I can move throughout every single station of the hotel. So I started in the back where the dishwasher is. Now you've seen this place. I've gone live from this place at least 4 times. from this particular hotel. Let's see if it's. Oh, great! It decides it wants to quit sending stuff now. All right, let me see here. Bam. All right, good. Waiting on it. Waiting on it. It says it's sending. And there it is. Sent twice. Doing it this way, it's always slower. I do apologize. So here's how it looks before the carnage. Just like any other situation with a washer and dryer, the washer wasn't going into final spin. It needed the door lock. Let me see here. Let me see if this video is going to show straight. Oh, thank God. No rhyme or reason why these things do this. Let me stop that. I know I'm losing a bunch of people because they're like, man, I don't want to see that. Yeah. So just so you can see, yeah, this is a hotel. It's the laundry open to the guests. Because this hotel is only 7 years old, they had newer stuff. Yes, it says Hipshin, but they are speed queens. They are speed queens through and through, just with the Hipsh name on it. It's the same thing. I went on over and I went down the street. Well, when I say down the street, I went 30 minutes away. Went 30 minutes away, and I was able to pick up the service key. And so let's see here. All right, I got some stuff coming through. All right, I got some stuff coming through. My advice to all of you is to get your account set up. So get your account set up with your local distributor. I hope you guys were able to see that. Hold on 1 second. Oh, Brother Charles was here. Brother Charles was here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Brother Charles is here all the time. He go to bed early because Brother Charles is working super early. Let me see if Brother Charles wants to talk. Hold on 1 second. Let me call him. Let me see. You got time for an interview? Let me see. Let me see what Brother Charles got to say. So at that facility, I went and picked up a key. That's the 800 service key. I was able to use the key to get into the control section, but I just needed to get in there and change the door latch. I didn't even take the door off. I didn't move the door gasket. I've been doing this stuff since I was 15. I just went in right through the side. Now, I haven't worked on front load washers since I was 15. I didn't touch those old 1950 front loaders that were green. I started working on the Whirlpool Duets back in 2000. That's when I started working on front load washers. All right, so I just text him. I just text Brother Charles. All right, so I got another one coming through. And for the life of me, I do not know why these freaking movies don't play. Oh well. It'll have to be another time where I'd have to cue these movies up. But yeah, if you guys want Charles on, next time you see him, his name is Charles Payne. He was in the chat today. So when the video first starts, Brother Charles is there. So let me see here. Where was Charles at? Charles was, where the hell did Charles go? Contractor, Miami Appliance, my sister. Ah, there he is. Charles was there. So Charles was here at 8:11. At 8:11 Central Time, Charles was here. So you gotta, when I'm on, I'll be on Monday. I'll tell Charles to come on, and you can ask him all you want, to your heart's content. Ask away. All right, so I just sent over some more stuff. Yeah, none of this stuff is showing. So I work on the dishwashers in the back. I fixed the griddle. I fixed the griddle in the kitchen. I took care of the condenser coils on some of the refrigerators. I got another prep table that I got to clear the drains on the prep table because almost all the refrigeration, they have towels underneath them because the drain pans are overflowing. Yeah, so I had to take care of like about three or four pieces of refrigeration, the range, and then so on the range, I'm actually going to be changing out a couple of, here we go, here's the range. A couple of burner valves, actually two burner valves. What the hell, where did it go? Oh, this thing's killing. There we go. Here it is. So these are the burners. Once I finished repairing one of the two dishwashers they had, I ran these burners through the dishwasher. I don't think this video is going to show. We'll see. So there's a lot of money to be had. This is an upscale hotel, which is a lot different than, your mom and pop Indian, run restaurants. Hotels. Let me see, is it showing? 1 second. I had to do it like this. So you use a drill bit to open up the holes. So they have boilovers, and that blocks the burners. That blocks the holes to the burners, and that gas has to go somewhere. If that gas isn't coming up through those burner holes, the gas is going to come back at the customer. And that's what we were having here. The customer, they hadn't used that range in like a year because the flame was coming back at them. So I had to go and take care of all that fun stuff. And it was, let me see if I can get a couple of pictures up here for you guys. So Garland, that was a refrigerator. So let me see what you guys are looking at. Oh, good. Let me drop that. And then we'll go back to Brother Charles. So be on the lookout Monday. Monday, I'll tell Brother Charles to come on, chop it up with the people. Maybe I'll come on a little earlier for you guys. So as you can see, it was a Garland. This is a Garland. And so all of this is the same location. So you guys will ask me, man, how many calls you do in a day? That depends on who the customer is. I'll move from the kitchen to the bar to the laundry area. That's just where my skill set lies. And then they also had like they have like a little storefront right by the check-in. So they have the health bars, they have drinks, all that kind of stuff. Some of them have sandwiches, and they'll actually charge you for all those different things. Let me see what else I had. Oh, I didn't want to send that to Brother Charles. Oh, okay, so the other picture failed to send. This is what the refrigeration, this is what the coils look like across from that unit. So the coils were completely blocked up. So you can see on the floor, this is after I was cleaning it. That thing had a sweater on it. And you see the green towels. So the staff just put green towels underneath all the refrigerators. All the refrigerators. Because that was the only thing that they could figure out to do. And I don't know if this freaking video is going to go through. And if there's nothing else, then hopefully this last video works. Hopefully this last video works, not in this. So I could talk about 90% of the stuff in the kitchen. I just don't service the air conditioning. So here I am. I've refinished. I'm 95% done with this unit. There's another piece I want to. Oh yeah, it's another piece I want to put onto this unit to bring it back up to snuff. Yeah, you can't hear me talking. So I put all new glides on it. I refinished all the vacuum breakers. I did all the water valves, all new diaphragms in the water valves. The water pressure regulator is leaking. It is rusted, so I do want to replace that, and I want to replace the rinse arm. I want to replace one of the rinse arms. So with that, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap this whole thing up because everything else kind of fell apart. But just know that you can make money with just about any of these locations. And that's what that one condenser looked like before I started to clean it. So that's when I got it to breathe again. There's money to be made all year round. A lot of this stuff cannot be ignored during the summer months. It can't handle the higher ambient temperatures. It just can't. Even if the equipment is working, during the winter months, during the spring, even if your summer months are 10 degrees warmer than usual, the equipment can't handle it. It will start to malfunction. It'll break down. You have water on the floor, all that kind of stuff. Main thing is you need to learn how these pieces of equipment work. The information is out here for you to learn. If you're looking for information on learning different styles of equipment, in the comments section, you can always put down what you're interested in learning, and I will incorporate that into the next live video. I'll be on Monday. Scheduled is Monday and Thursday. I've been wanting to do a little bit more, but I'm just swamped. I am so swamped. But with all that, I do appreciate everyone for coming. I do enjoy these things. But I'll see you on the next one.
Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host.
We are same, but different, but still same.